sense of, I feel very proud this has happened. I want it to be on our mind picture that a sheer impossible level of saturation. And when I say saturation, you launch something, it reaches a certain number of people, but there are more people who are eligible to get that. Do you reach all of them? And if you reached all of them who are eligible for something, then you've achieved saturation. Now, why do I start with talking about saturation? Because this country in 75 years have had several governments claiming Garibi Hatao, make possible that we reach out to all people, money should be there for everybody, 10-point program, if I remember, 20-point program. So there have been ever so many attempts to make the poor better, give them drinking water, provide them houses. All this has existed all these 75 years. What's the difference then between 2014 and today and all those years before? We reach out, we ensure everybody gets it. And that is why the difference between all the Garibi Hataos of the world earlier and now is palpably felt by everybody. Now, numbers can be reeled out, I don't want to burden you with that, but I'm highlighting these issues just so when each one of you, looking at one or the other aspect or all of it, will remember, oh yes, this is the point made, let me compare the numbers. Then you will get it for yourself as to what the number is. So I'm not burdening you with the numbers, but saturation principle, you keep it in mind. Now, saturation is because it is a measure of empowerment. Is every Indian who deserves to have at least basic facility given it, and after that is he aspiring to be better. You are empowering him to be sure that he's got his basic needs requirements met, and now he can look after other requirements of the family, and that is where the principle of empowerment starts working. Whereas when you treat people as people who have to get entitlements, oh, he's poor, he's got to be given this money. Oh, he's poor, you have got to give him some house. Oh, he's poor, that becomes an entitlement without the grounding of you give him his basic, he'll take care of himself. And why should it be like this? Because that's where you respect the individual's own ability to take care of his family and not treat him as though you're incapable, I will give you money, you take care of yourself, and next time till I give you the money, you'll have to be beholden to me. No. Every Indian citizen who's got to have some basic minimum facility should be given it. And after that, he'll take care of himself and his family. So the distinction of approach is looking at it from an entitlement perspective, which was what was earlier, to empowerment principle. And therefore, when you reach saturation and then give them the facility, they are out there to get themselves skilled, out there to be, I heard Professor Raju say, the sad story of that migration which happened. Referring to it, he said, now 30% of those people who came back to their villages didn't want to go back because they had acquired some skills when they were wherever in those places, and they see a potential to use those skills in their own villages, and they can see now that they can live there and earn their living with that skill that they've acquired. And therefore, when PM also envisages this country has got to have better technology-driven facility,